Hello and welcome to my live video again on Tuesday. Sorry about before. Every week there seems to be an issue and I end up running late. So maybe next week I'll start at 9:45, see how we go. Anyway, I'm Libby from LibbyStamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So welcome to my live video on Tuesday. Different setup today. I've got my old furniture which I had restored, beautiful old cedar chest of drawers that way back in the day I painted red, white and blue, and then my stepfather sanded it back and it looked very tacky, and I've just had it refurbished and you should see it. It looks just beautiful and the drawers run properly and it's all cedar. They've put new metal lock things on, everything. So I've been able to fill that with a few things, move a few things around. And I've got, do you see that? I've got a little space to put the things I make. Want to have another look? There we go. Let's see if I can tilt this up and then you can see some other things that I've got. Anyway, so what have we got in store today? Well, it's been a huge week. We've now got year-end sales on. Now, they are retiring items and surplus items. So there's a few things in there from the annual catalogue. They are not retiring. It's just that they've got a lot of stock of those and they want to clear the warehouse a little bit for new stock. If you receive my newsletter, you will have received the list of year-end sales and the list of carryover items. Not that that probably really affects you as customers, but anyway, I thought you'd like that. Now, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, you really need to do that. Go to my blog and there's a newsletter sign up there. Every week you get free tutorials. At the moment I'm doing the 12 weeks of Christmas. I think we're up to week 9. So, what else have I got in there? Oh, you can meet my grandson if you haven't already done that. Little Jacob. And I've got tips and tricks on using adhesive this week in my newsletter. So it's not all about selling, it's not all about buying products. I do give you some tips and tricks and other information and free tutorials as well. So go to my webpage, www.libbystamps.com, and have a look and sign up for my newsletter there. All right, now today we're going to make this teeny tiny little pouch. No, not really, we're going to make a big one, but I'll tell you how to make this one anyway. And it has a little Velcro closer. How cute is that? You'd fit a pair of earrings in that, I think. Anyway, so that's today's make, and I've got prizes today. Prize today. Glimmer paper 6x6 in Bermuda Bay, mint macaron and sweet sugar plum. Now, I know mint macaron has retired, but it's still glimmer paper. I thought you'd like that at Christmas time. It's from the 2017 celebration brochure. Beautiful to work with, and it's 6x6, so it'll go through your big shot. Just when you put it through your big shot, remember to try and peel there's a little backing on the back of the glimmer paper. Try and peel that off. Put your glimmer paper face down and then your die, or put your die so it's on the cardboard side of your glimmer paper. And hello, Lani. All right. and then put it through your big shot. I've also got some thank you gifts. If you shop with me this month, all you've got to do is a $60 shop, and it can be from the annual catalogue, the holiday catalogue, the year-end sales, the clearance rack, any of those. So I've got 2 of the Merry Patterns to give away. I've got 2 card front thinlet dies to give away, and I've got a garden trellis textured impressions embossing folder to give away. All right, and I think that's about it. If you haven't bought your Stamp and Blend yet, you've got no idea what you're missing out on. All right, I'm just going to turn the camera around, pull it in a bit, have a sip of coffee, and we'll get started. All right, be patient with me. Thank you. That's not a good look, is it? All right, let's see how that goes. Sorry about that light. And we're going to turn you around, and we're going to bring you in to about there and adjust you up a bit. Sorry, I just need to there we go, and I think you're down about as far as I can take you. All right, that should be about it. So, just again, glimmer paper is for commenting today. So leave a comment, and I've got 2 of the Merry Patterns, 2 of the card front builder thinlet dies, and 1 of the garden trellis textured impressions embossing folder for people who shop with me this month. So it doesn't even have to be today, it can be any time this month. And they're my freebies. All right, just need a coffee. Okay, so this is the little pouch we're making, but we're making a bit bigger one. And I just thought, last night when I was doing this, I thought I'll show you the template. So yours needs to look like this. So you start off with the square that's 6 by 6. So this is great for the paper stacks or anything you've got left over. And you do your scoring, and you're going to cut out the little tab there. And then on the top, you're going to cut out all of that section. And we're going to, this is one size. We're going to make the 6 by 6 size. But tomorrow when I upload all this to my blog, I'll put all the sizes there for you. So I'll move that out of the way and we'll get started. So I'm using up some of the Christmas paper because of course it's not carrying over to the annual catalogue. Oh, I was going to show you some sneak peeks of projects I've made from the annual catalogue. Now my granddaughter has got a purple jelly bean, I think it's called. That's just my chair going up and down. Bunny. I'll show you that first. So this is Sweet Little Something, I think it is, Sweet Little Thing. So it's similar to the bear stamp. It's a 3-step stamp set, and you stamp your darkest image first, then your midpoint image, and then your lightest image. And I've just adhered, oh, it's lost its little bow. Just adhered a purple balloon and stamped inside too. So that's one. And then I decided to do like a vintagey type one. So added the, you know, many looped bow, used the burlap stamp behind, and I've actually sponged all of this in crumb cake. I even sponged the envelope and the inside. So that's also a sweet little something, I think it's called. And this is out of the Sweet Soiree set. This and this. Now, the mini gable boxes are actually in the New Occasions catalogue, so you don't have to make them. But the rest I've made. Look at this cute little tag. I'll just show you the back. It's a die, so you don't have to cut any of that out. There's stickers in there, and I've just stamped and banner cut it. And on this one, I've just used one of the flowers, the flower that I've used here. I've just white embossed that on the designer series paper. Now, then I've done the inside as well. So, lovely, sweet things. Okay, we'll get started on today's project. So, I've got a piece of DSP here that is 6 inches by 6 inches or 15 centimetres by 15 centimetres. Sorry, just had to have another dose of coffee. All right, and I've gone ahead and scored it at 2 inches or 5 centimetres. So you just choose one of the 6-inch sides. So it's 2 inches or 5 centimetres. Then it's 2 3/4 inches or 7 centimetres. Then it's 4 3/4 inches or 12 centimetres. Then it's 5.5 inches or 14 centimetres. Then you're going to turn it 90 degrees and you're going to come in and score it at 1.5 or 3.8. You could make it 4, and then 5.25 or 13.3. You could make it 13.5 if you wanted to. So that's all the scoring done. All right, and then you're going to come in with your snips. No, you're not. You're going to come in with your bone folder, and you're going to burnish all those score lines. And I think we'll make the candy side today. All right, the small piece here, this is the side that's only got the 2 score lines. The small piece is for your base. And then on this side, just quickly burnish all those. These little treat pouches are really quick and easy to make. All right, come in with your snips and you're going to, all right, this is the bottom. So I might turn it around to make it easier for me to see. So you're going to snip out, and I always take a wedge, that little piece on the bottom. Remember, we want it to look like this. And then we're going to snip up each of these score lines on the base. And yes, I am wedging them all out. And then that'll be our base done. So you've got those score lines there, and we cut that piece out there. Now when we go up to the top, we're going to cut out all of this along to here. So what I'm going to do is I cut straight down there. So don't wedge it, but I'll show you something else we're going to do. And then just cut straight along that line. You could use your trimmer if you wanted to, she says, because you can't see the line under the light. Let's take a guess here and hope it's here. There we go. Alright, so that's all our trimming done. Keep this little bit. You could use that to go on a tag or fussy cut part of it or something. Alright, and then you need your envelope punch board because you're going to round these corners here. So just stick that in the back like that and punch down, and stick that one in there too and punch down. So you can use your envelope punch board for more than just making envelopes and boxes. Alright, so there's our templates that we've got ready, and I'm just going to come in with some, I left it in a safe place last night, tear and tape. I left a little, oh, there they are. Alright, tear and tape, and I like to put it close to the score line so that there's sort of no gap there when the box wriggles. And take the backing off. Alright, now I've done this so that you can just fold this over and then fold this one over to meet it. Just close it down and they meet. See? Alright, then we're going to put the base together. Oh, I missed a line. Don't you hate that when you miss a score line? Alright, just cut that out. And then we're done. Alright, now this is going to go over there like that. So before I actually put all that on, I'm going to come in with one of these metal rimmed pearls. I thought looked, because it's got very vanilla and whisper white on here, I thought one of these would look great. Sort of a bit like candy, I guess. And I'm just going to take the backing off that and put it in the middle. And while I've got that lying flat, I've got a Velcro dot that I have cut into quarters, and I'm just going to take the backing off one side like that, and stick that down in the middle. Alright, so that's half our closure done. Now we just need to put the base together, and for that I'm just going to use liquid adhesive. So you know how I love Tombow. Right, this is the back of our box because that's where the join is. So put the sides in first, then the back down. Put your liquid adhesive, not too much, on the back, and then you're just going to hold it down. Now while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'll talk to you about the smaller one. It's also 6 inches wide or by 4 3/4 inches, or 15 centimetres by 12 centimetres. And the scoring on one side, on this 6-inch side, is the same as we did on this one. So 2 inches, 2 3/4 inches, 4 3/4 inches, and 5.5 inches, or 5, 7, 12 and 14 centimetres. Then on the 4 3/4 inch side, you're going to score at 1.5 inches and 4 inches, or 3.8 centimetres and 10 centimetres. You could make that 4 centimetres if you wanted to, but I'll put all the measurements for that on my blog. All right, now, didn't cut that very straight, did I? That needs a bit of a trim up. See, not enough coffee. Missed the line totally there. All right, that's better. All right, now what you're going to do to these sides is push them in. So just squeeze with your fingers, push them in, so it gives it that V in the side. You see what I did there? All right, then you're just going to take the backing off the Velcro sticker, and sometimes that's the hardest part. And then stick that down. And there you have a little treat pouch. Isn't that just so cute? And so is that one. Now, you don't have to just make these for Christmas. They can be, make them for any time of year. They'd be great for Halloween if you do Halloween, and just put a little treat or trick inside, whatever you do. They'd be good for Easter. You can't fit a lot of chocolate in there, and can I tell you, kids don't need a lot of chocolate before they go haywire, and neither do adults. So try and think outside the square. If you've got, I don't know, a Kris Kringle or something like that at work, you could make a whole lot of these in very little time. You'd get 4 out of one piece of 12 by 12. If you want to make this size, you'd probably get more out of this one, and just pop a little treat inside. You could probably even fit a gift card inside that. Just make it a little bit different. Anyway, so that's my treat pouch for today, and I hope you liked it. It was quick and easy, and I'm sure you'll be able to make a lot more. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week at 10. Alright, that's it for now. If you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind.